What?
starting.
in
Who
the
wants to give us the recap today?
Alright. One speaking up.
I think it would be good if Peru does it, and if not, I'll do it. I think he has a lot of ambition right now.
Last time on Duty and Diversion, the party miraculously encounters Beck in the middle of nowhere as he comes to help us in our dire time of need against the Dev Como. Fuck, what's the
Revs. The Revs Damako.
Yeah, the Rev Damako. That's the word.
This is definitely his first language, guys. It definitely is.
Yes.
Don't worry, they definitely didn't cause any brain damage as they battered him around. It's all good.
Anywho, along with Beck is Cup, of course. It seems they have grown accustomed to each other, and I guess I am no longer friends with Cup. She has found new friends. Friendship ended with Peru and all that. Anywho, along with Beck and Cup appearing, comes two other Gidon. One who wields strange mystic magic over the moons and did some really weird shit. And then just a regular Gidon who just started punching the one Bojo was punching. Eventually, two of the three Revdons were killed, one eaten by the three. The last one, which was cut up in a root, was having very much the difficulty of freeing itself. This was also the one that Bojo had freed from whatever device. And, well, I was clearly ready to just leave it to the tree. You know, nature, strongest of the fittest, whatever. And then suddenly, here comes Puyo. It's like, oh, let's free it. I can do this thing. And she calmed it down, which is very weird. And she's like, oh, it's not going to hurt us. Let's just free it. And then we get into a bit of an argument. Because I'm like, why the hell do you want to release this beast back into the wilderness? Everybody else was for it. Cup got triggered for some reason. Saying, so if I was a beast and I did these things, would you just kill me, blah, blah, blah. It was a really dumb argument. I don't really understand their point. There's a clear difference between common Gidon and the Revdons. Mainly those 2 points. The Revdons and Gidon. So things are a bit strenuous about the party. The two new Gidon, the one with mysterious powers and the regular one, wandered off back to their tribe after that. And we finished our journey to Deoro's family home. Their tree. It's not as big as I was expecting. You know, with all the talk and stuff, it made me think, oh, it must be a bigger tree. There might be a couple of people here, because that's kind of like about priority. Like, because she's, like, hey, there's this ritual that you can do. And if you do it, and if the person matches up on certain things, the more power you gain, blah, blah. So I was like, alright, fine, sure, we can try that, but not here at Rubrandi. We'll do it at this other tree. Apparently it's not that big. Apparently only Deoro and her father lived here. Well, shit. Hey, at least it's a good vacation spot, I suppose. Deoro showed us a few things, like the farm is over there. There's a bathhouse. Like, they have natural hot springs here, which is surprising. And we have kind of just settled on in. Beck found a little relay on top of the tree, and using it determined there are several other, I believe, pack signatures, but he hasn't really revealed that to the party. This is me talking through the fourth wall, so I don't know this. He does, and I believe he's talking with Akogi about it, because he's very scared about the red team and what they are planning to do. And as he believes those signatures are the red team. That's really about it. We're all kind of just lazing. Some of us are lazing about. Apparently, I have 3 children on the way. That is totally not stressful whatsoever. I don't even know what my faith is at this point.
Instant gray hairs.
The color just drains from my fur back to white.
That's probably.
The dye just like drips out. Yep.
But yeah, that is where we really left off. Everybody's settling in, conversations are being had. I am now stressing out by the fact that I have 3 children on the way. Yes.
Alrighty, inspiration for you. Alright.
Use it well.
Well. As everyone has settled in, you may realize I made an adjustment to the map. Like I said I would.
Mm-hmm.
It now has
It's
the
looks
actions inside of the tree. And despite Puru's concern about this tree being tiny, it's actually a pretty big tree. This is the ground level where all the stuff happens. There are also 2 ladders that go up to upper portions of the tree, but those are mostly sleeping quarters and such. But yeah, there you go. Field is open to you.
Mm-hmm.
Cup is going to go to the corner and plop down on this pillow and promptly fall asleep.
Now we should disturb Cup. She's sleeping.
Yes. Doro will respond. Yes, she seems like she's had quite a day, and she'll look over at Beck and realize that he also looks absolutely exhausted, almost as if he's been up for a couple days.
He is laying face down on the floor, panicking about something.
I wonder which one is panicking more,
Uh-oh, he's
Beck or
bleeding out.
Peru.
I'm sorry, before we continue, can somebody stream the game? Because I can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can... Yeah, because Waymaker's recording,
Yes,
so...
thanks, Ruby.
Might be best if I give some mercy to his computer.
just a little. My
Thank
poor
you.
potato tries as hard as it can.
Mm-hmm. And so, since they are freaking out, Puyu will have a glorious time rummaging through the garden for some good bug veggies.
Hmm.
And by be a little gremlin with a wide grin, digging about.
Alright. Make me a survival check.
Wee.
Hey.
We're going back to our gremlin roots.
You're gardening. You find all sorts of plants. You are careful to manage them in safe ways. You've got some nice thick gloves on. And you pick a variety of small vegetables, roots, small fruits that
Ooh.
bugs tend to like to eat.
What are the gloves for? Are the plants like mildly toxic or itchy or?
So, almost every single plant on this planet is carnivorous in some way or another. And so about half of them are venomous to touch. Most of them have trapping mechanisms, things that grab and attempt to immobilize most of the time through toxins.
And so, happy with the bounty in arms, she goes by. Oh, hi, Tezrin.
Oh. Hello.
What are you working on?
Coming to find food for mounts, you know.
Yes, here you go.
Oh,
We'll just
you
hand
have
over a
already-
portion.
You have already found some.
Oh, yes. I do love the critters as she bounds about. And Kaipora's a delight.
I am glad.
All decorated, everything.
I am happy that you are making friends with Kaipara. She needs the attention. You know, she is very attention hungry, and she needs someone to spend time with her.
Mhm.
They see you like
Well then.
the bugs and the insects. You seem to get along.
Yeah, don't you?
I do. I do. I think they are easier to deal with than people. People are messy. People have things. You know, things. The word. I'm not sure the best word.
Complicated feelings.
Yes, many of those. And he will hop
And
up
hidden
on this
feelings.
fence and
Yeah.
walk across the fence.
Oh, we'll follow after. It's a nice, like, balancing exercise.
Mm.
It's lots of fun.
He will go from.
You can't see what people are thinking.
No, they are messy. People are messy, but they. You must let them be messy because otherwise they are. Everyone has a mess, you know.
It's so sad, though. It's so hard to reach each other. Ah, baby.
Kaipara is dancing around, and these two are paying
Little
close
spoiled.
attention. I think people, the mess, they cause their own problem, you know. They have too many feeling, and then they try to fix each other's feeling, and they talk to everyone and no one. Your friend Puru, very quiet, but he talks, or is talked to. I do not know. Messy. But you could say the same for probably half of your friends, I think. And he'll
You're worried about
squint at
Peru?
you. You are smart to spend time with the animals. They are simpler.
Yes. I mean, I used to just sort of live with the critters before, but now, everyone needs to be together in the big tree now. And it's kind of nice, actually. There's a lot of nice people.
Too many people. That is what I think. Too many people. It is better to have small tree like this one, and he'll motion at the oino tree. Small tree like this is much more manageable. Less people, less messes, less rumors. You know, people talk about so many things all the time. Common are terrible about this. The more of them you have in one place, the bigger the problem becomes. And then you have to deal with people and their messes, and their messes become your messes. Better to have small tree in wilderness with no one. Everything is just better.
Is there something that you would like help with?
No, I am fine. I am simply, I take care of animals, I will hang out here. The vibe in there, the tension, too much. I'm going to stay out here and relax, I think.
There's tension in there?
You do not feel it? This place...
Finger pokes.
This place is full of tension.
Oh.
But
should I help?
it is not my business. I am going to live the simple life. When people need me, I will be out here Good talk.
Thank you. Try to stay close to a friend, though.
I
'Cause,
have all the friends I need, and he'll throw his hands behind his back, and the teeny tiny Kyriakodon will pull its way out of his neck collar and nuzzle.
Her eyes sparkle as it's so tiny. And she vibrates and then dashes off, overwhelmed by the cute, and skitters up the tree with the remaining veggies.
It really is very cute to look at him. Look how cute.
It is. It's too cute. She can't handle it. She dashes off again.
She gets cuteness aggression.
Oh yes.
Like squee.
I mean, did you not see the little picture that Foss did before, where she's just laughing at a little sleeping Flossmite? The energy is strong.
It's very good.
So much energy.
So who takes the scene now?
Going on in here with this tension. Ah.
Yeah.
What tension? What tension? There's no tension. There's no Warren bossing say.
Says the one fucking on the ground.
I suppose it's our scene then, huh? As Soul keeps pointing towards us.
Oh, our scene? Oh, that's really close. That's touching.
Oh,
Anyway,
No, Bojo, come back! No, Bojo, come back!
Yes.
so we're going
Dun,
back
dun.
to the written text from last time. I was trying to see how long Beck had been awake.
Beck has been awake for like 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 on my medicine check.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know how much exhaustion that means? If he's overtired or if he's like still able to think clearly.
He would in fact have 1 point of exhaustion from that trip.
Aha. So Akogi is going to look at you and your no comment on how long you've been awake. Be like, Beck, I know you want to take care of us with your tech, and that's very admirable. I think that's the path the moons have put you on, and I'm really glad that you're finally seeing it and starting to walk it. But if you don't sleep, you're not going to be able to think clearly, and if you make mistakes, then what good is it going to do anyone?
He just turns his head to look at you, and it's just like you can't get any expression from it. He's like, I made the choice to let you travel the woods by yourselves, and I find out that you ran into a pack of revs. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you don't need sleep.
I'm
should.
fine. He's gonna try to put himself up. Try to sit up slowly.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I
He gets
can see
about to a kneeling position and decides it's too much effort.
How does Akogi feel about him just kneeling before her suddenly?
He's still taller than she is.
I don't know, but just the guy gets on the knee and it's like, oh, what's happening here?
She thinks he's too tired.
Bojo is getting bumped by his tail. He is not cautious about where his tail is, so his tail is kind of like... You know where a tail swishes back and forth?
Yeah.
It's just lightly bumping
Tips
into
a little
Bojo's side.
You don't even look like you can stand.
I'm just taking a little break. We just got back from a long trip, I know. It's just a break. Just taking a breather.
you know what they say in Monster Beck? You can't get water from an empty well. So
What does that
No,
even
it's a rest.
mean? What is he saying?
Come on, Beck. You're too tired to see it through. Think. What he's saying is if you are exhausted, you have nothing left to give. If the well is dry, it has no water to give. It has no benefit.
I'll
If
give
you're-
until I'm dead. That's there. That my
No.
will alone. Yes.
I'm not
He gently pats you on the head as you try to like fight with him about it.
I'm not going to be able to let people die. I'm a priestess of the moons. Look, Okay, if you're so adamant about it, teach me what to do. If Raj could teach me how to send messages on a pack, you can teach me the thing that you need so that I can do it while you sleep.
I can't teach you how to. I don't
I'm a
even know
fast
the word.
learner.
You don't know how to break into the code of a frequency. That's not something I can just teach someone overnight.
Surely it's just a button on a pack, right?
It's no, it's not just a button on a pack. That's not how that works.
Well, then you should sleep, and I will watch the moons because I can tell time, and I will wake you up early, okay? Before anyone else wakes up, and you'll be refreshed and thinking clearly, and then you'll have all that extra time before the morning starts, which seems to be like the time you're most worried about, right?
Or I could just do it now while we're having this conversation and then just sleep after it's done and sleep in until they show up. And I could sleep peacefully because I know that the task is complete and I did it.
Akogi gives you a look like a motherly sort of like you're fighting, but I'm about to agree. She kind of crosses her arms and her tail swishes back and forth. And you're sure you're not going to be too tired to actually make it work? You'll be able to push the buttons you need to and read the frequency?
I don't know. I just need to look at it. I can't explain how the process works, just that it does, okay? It does.
Okay, well, then I'm coming with you to help. All right, 2 hands are better than 1. We'll get through it faster, and then you can get to bed sooner. All right? Good talk. Here, let me help you up. And she
Beck looks at
gives him a
Bojo
pull.
like, what just happened?
Yeah, you should listen to her. But
She kind of
Bojo,
reaches
what?
down, grabs your hand, and tries to lift you to your feet.
He's not moving. He is dead weight.
Well, do you want to get going or not?
I don't need to go in. Where? Do you think I'm just gonna go off into the wilderness?
What do you mean?
What?
You've got to climb to the top of the tree for the tower, right? With the radio sounds, or
And he's gonna snap his fingers, and Shrimp is going to move from Cup over to him.
oh, you're using shrimp.
Yes.
Gotta
Oh,
wrap
then
him.
here, and she'll just kind of like help push you up right into that seating position that you're trying to get to in the first place. Shove. And then she'll sit down next to you and be like, all right, so what do I do?
He just looks at Bojo like he doesn't know what to say about this.
you'll be fine. Don't worry. And
What?
Bojo like slowly look
No,
goes
Bojo!
away.
Bojo! Bojo, please!
Bojo, wait, come back real quick.
Yes.
Could you do me a favor? I can't help but notice that Cup is sleeping across the way. I was hoping to be able to go out on watch with her tonight, just to make sure, to give Beck some peace of mind, right? No one's going to come up on the tree in the middle of the night. Would you, if you're feeling up to it, I know you must be tired too, but could you stay up and look out the door or the windows for a little bit until I'm finished with this very important frequency thing?
I need you to get away from me!
Sure,
That's
I'll
going to
help.
happen. All right, thank you, Bojo.
Wait, Bojo, I have a question here, and he's gonna hand you an item.
What is it?
I need you to translate your language on this item.
I'm
Some words
not
here, some words there.
okay. I'm not sure because we don't have this like the alphabet, something like that. We just use
Mostly
the
just words, like a common word in correlation, like if I said tree, and what would a tree be in Gidon?
how okay. I don't know how to write down clicking sounds and like all these like different pronunciations, but I'll try.
Is there a way to Waymaker? Is there a way to capture sounds on the packs?
Yeah. Kind of, but it's clunky. You'd have a hard time doing it in an organized way like a dictionary.
Oh.
They're not really designed for that. You'd be like, it would kind of be like saving a whole bunch of sending messages now that you know how to do that.
Oh, that's true.
Like organizing your files as text files with voice recordings in them. Yeah.
You just see him look a little bit dejected because now he realizes like that isn't possible with what he has available to him at the moment. You don't know why he's suddenly so interested in having your language being readily available to him, but it seems to be something important. Before he shakes his head and just, never mind. One thing at a time.
I think we can do it, but let me think about it. Maybe I can figure out how to like translate it into like writings or something like that.
He nods.
Alright, I'll be... You're welcome. I'll be heading on the patrol for now. Call me if you need any help. Both of you.
You should check on me in 20 minutes, just in case Agogi tries to kill me.
What?
Okay.
I don't think you're understanding my position here. I'm a moon priestess. I don't kill people. I try to... Well, okay, that's not entirely...
You're smothering me!
No, I'm not. There's nothing covering your face. Now, come on. What do I do?
Alright, do you spend time teaching Akogi how to do the thing?
No.
At the very least, he just watches over shoulder while you do the thing.
Like, it's just working because he thinks it's more effort to explain it as he's doing it.
I feel that. On a real level as a craftsman, teaching somebody how to make something is just the worst. Alright. Okay, so that's gonna take a minute. Meanwhile, I see Puru has moved up.
Yes.
Dooro is currently in the midst of making tea.
You'll slide on in.
Smooth.
Oh. Everything all right?
No? Well, yes, maybe?
Well, I'm asking because I'm... The last time you were likely here was with your father, so him not being around when you're here. I assume it's picking up some...
Make me an insight check. Puru.
Where's my insight? Aha! I'm somewhat good at this.
You will notice as you bring up her father, that her shoulders will immediately tense up as she sips from her tea.
Well, I'm offering myself as a ear, if you would talk about it with me.
What is there to talk about? He's dead. And now I've got this whole place to deal with, and I appreciate the team coming, I suppose, for the funeral. It makes things easier.
I know it may not seem like there is much to talk about. The facts are the facts, of course, but like if you ever need to just... What's the word? Vent, I believe is the word. Meaning to just talk about things and how they are.
Puru,
I'm here if you need.
I've never been one to vent. Things happen when they happen. And they are what they are, I suppose, and the moons change, and so do the seasons, and so do people. Things move on.
That is true, but the pain will still be there. It might just grow less as time goes on. Doesn't mean it ever goes away. There's no shame of talking about it. I know I'm the one bringing it up and all that, but it's just I'm letting you know. If it ever gets too much and you need to talk about it, I'm here.
I appreciate the gesture, but I don't think that would be necessary. I guess she'll kind of relax a little bit. I think it's kind of a lot right now, but I think everything will be fine eventually. I mean, it's not the first time people have died, and we're still here, right?
That is true. Well, speaking of it, you'll just look around the trees. So what do you have here? I think you mentioned there's something about a hot spring in the back.
Yes, actually, my my sire was always one for innovation, I suppose, and well, after spending some time in Rubrandi and learning of the king's bathhouse, I guess, he got excited about the idea, and we found that nearby there was a natural hot spring, and he spruced the thing up. He thought that it would be something that people would enjoy once the tree got bigger and once it expanded, I suppose, but
Well, hey, if anything, now you have it all to yourself. All the nice hot water and all this and that.
she'll roll her eyes and frown. Great. I'm sorry. It's a lot, you know. There's thinking about climbing the tree for one. There's things about my father, and then there's thinking about the future and where that goes. And frankly, I'm going to try my hardest not to think about that for as long as I can.
Understandable. You are at the precipice of a great choice, I suppose. And it's very daunting to be by yourself to make such a choice. I don't exactly know what your options may be, but eventually you'll have to make a choice.
Yes. I suppose I will eventually. I'll probably have to find a mate or more, and children, and the tree has to keep growing, so we'll have to keep feeding it. And there's a lot. There's a lot of things to plan. Lots of future endeavors, I suppose. Tea sip. She'll kind of glance over at Paori, who is cuddled up on a pillow.
So, anything else?
But
like with the tree, I mean, do you have any secret places you hide, or maybe you hid when you were a little one, or anything like that?
No, it's not. It's not quite big enough yet to have a stout root system. There's 3 stories of sleeping quarters and rooms. The very top one is a mess. It's mostly devices and gadgets for the upkeep of the tree. A couple of different packs full of things. It's amazing how, unless you have a very large pack that can keep a large quantity of matter, they tend to stack, I suppose. So we actually have a few boxes of packs up in the highest room. I'll have to clear that out eventually, I suppose, but no, there aren't any fascinating secrets about this tree. It's a pretty simple one.
Have any interesting stories then? Come on. Anything?
Farming stories, I guess. Figuring out exactly where the roots extend to, so that we're careful. Putting out the ribbon paths was my idea, I guess.
Well, that's smart.
We put ropes on the main entrance route for climbing. My father's idea. He's open to other cultures, and people like Terrans don't have climbing claws, so those were put there for them. He used to travel a lot, and then one day he just decided he was going to try and make this tree the one that mattered.
Very ambitious.
That's
nothing.
for him.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being very ambitious. In a time like ours, I suppose, with how our people is, big ideas get us by, despite what has happened to our people. The hope for a better future that we strive for is admirable, whichever form that may be.
Make me a persuasion check there, Peru. Okay. Make a note.
Very nice.
All right. She'll keep sipping her tea, but she'll kind of smile a little bit at the sentiment. Yes, maybe so. Maybe the solution is to just immerse in a big project of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the thought, Peru. I really do. I just need time to process.
Yes, I understand that. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help where I can. I know it's hard losing family.
It does help. I appreciate you coming to talk to me. I just...
Yep.
It is a lot.
If you haven't... Yes. And whenever you're ready to talk more, you can find me wherever. Or if you just need to relax. That pillar was quite large, and it's, there's a lot of room.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, man, make a... Well, what on earth?
Feels tripping her. Maybe.
Yeah, you might throw another persuasion on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
You have
inspiration.
recap inspiration. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that.
Okay. Yes, I might, but not right now. Let me make another note. Gosh.
That's not a no, though, so that's good enough.
All right. Cool.
Making notes.
Making notes. Let me see here. Yep, Okogi's trying to take notes on Beck progress.
She's also just kind of propping him up as he gets more and more tired.
He's getting more and more tired. Okay, so Beck, what
Aw.
are you trying to do again? Run it by me again.
So we have one of the items that was used to control the Rev Domiko, and Beck is pretty much just trying to hack it to be able to, not currently, but when necessary, have kind of either a kill switch of the creature or just stop the control process entirely.
Okay. In that case, as you're studying the device, make me an Arcana check, please. Beck's
Boop.
skill, the one that he has.
The only thing you can do.
All right. As you study the device, you will see that it, the way it seems to work, it uses pack technology, but it heavily leans on the idea of the psionic waves that come from base Firestone. The thing that lets Common find and mine for the stuff, right? It's got a psionic presence of its own, almost as if it has a mind. These devices are using that same kind of wavelength to alter the wavelengths of whatever creature they're attached to. And they can somewhat be controlled almost as if there was a remote control to them, right? Like you can tell them generally where to go and generally what is an enemy, right? It's not a full 100% control, though. It's very loosely guided, because to exert full control over a creature that way would probably spoil them, to where they just wouldn't be actually useful. They'd be a drone, and then by then you'd have to actually control them step by step. You'd have to press the button to attack, and you'd have to press the button to aim, and it would just be nonsense, right? The way this device has been designed, it is to heavily suggest, which means that the creature could potentially, if it was of stout enough mind, shrug out of it itself. Another thing that you will notice in the machine's design is that while it uses a lot of pack technology and common technology principles, some of the way that it's been adopted seems to take the basis, like the basis of the design and its purpose, from a strange and different style of technology entirely. Would you please make me a history check?
Oh, why would you do this to me? I've only got one trick, and it's not
You have
history.
intelligence. You're fine.
Oh.
Maybe.
Man, it is a mystery.
Definitely have
No!
one.
It is strange. It's a really weird
Wait.
way of approaching common technology.
If I pull out both the Meganis belt and the item that I got from the deep dark of your tree, is there any correlation that can be made by the style choices?
Wait, what did you pull from the deep dark of my tree?
The water purifying device.
Ah, okay. The Meganis belt is definitely a different sort of technology. It's very foreign. You've kind of grasped the idea of how it functions, but it's definitely very different from the way the mental controller device works. It also, the water purifier that you found in the ancient room is very common. Like, it's advanced, but it definitely follows all of the common tropes and processes of common technology. These mental controller things, they're different.
Completely different from the two. Okay.
They would
he's
be
gonna-
a third technological tree.
Oh!
Everything.
Puru, make me a perception check to see if you see them pull that stuff out, because you've been relatively distracted with ladies. Okay.
Absolutely not.
No idea. He sees nothing. He's
Absolutely not!
I got kids on the way.
There's 3 babies.
3 babies on the way. He's very focused.
I'm not used to having to be a womanizer.
Pottery pats you on the shoulder like, you did good, you did good. But anyway, yes, a third.
How many times did she cringe though?
Oh, so many times.
Remember, she's still got a mental leak into my head, so she could have been giving me pointers.
That would take all the fun out of it.
Bro, you need more than her help. Oh.
She needs you to be here for her entertainment as well, you know.
But yes, Beck, that is a third unique style of technology that has been implemented into this device.
What do you mean? You just hear Beck out of like loudly, just, what do you mean a third style?
What?
Just angrily
Upon study,
shaking the device.
You also
Everything
realize one other thing, and this is because of your Arcana skill. It definitely shows the trace signature style of a certain other artificer that you have come to know.
I'm gonna kill him.
It's him, yes.
I'm gonna fucking kill that man. You see him like freak out about this thing, like a third style. You have no idea what he's talking about. A third style, just very loudly while everyone's just trying to decompress. And then he's like, "I'm gonna kill that fucking man, Common, whatever he is."
Akogi, kind of like pats your shoulder. Beck, are you too tired? Are you doing okay? You seem agitated.
I'm fine. Actually, no, I'm not fine. I almost got eaten by a tree. This is the first time I've ever been away from home, and I'm stuck with him. And he points across to Peru.
Uh-huh. Cup was upset with him too.
Yes. And now
Something
there's another
happened.
branch of technology, and now this man is constantly trying to kill us, so I am going to kill him and remove him from this equation.
Well, I'm not sure that's the best way. Can you hold yourself up for a minute?
He moves to sit up, not realizing now that you've pointed out that he has been leaning on you, and he looks embarrassed.
And she doesn't look flustered at all. Here, wait right here. I'll be right back. And she goes, and she makes a soothing cup of, let's say, whatever common chamomile is, right?
Oh.
A soothing cup of sleepy time tea. Relaxation tea.
He runs, while she's doing that, he runs over here, he's like, Taoro, you saw nothing, don't tell her where I went, and he's gonna run out the door. Excuse me, Pyu, excuse me.
Oh, hi, Beck.
You hear him almost fall off this little thing here. Mojo sees him almost just face plant before he makes his way down the route.
Oh. Okay.
He just holds up a finger to his lips, kind of like he did to Daoro, like, don't tell him where I'm going, and he's gonna hide under this little piece
Under
here.
the ledge. Okay.
And Bojo is confused.
Let me know when the tea is done.
The tea eventually becomes done. Also, Beck, because you've had a level of exhaustion, I haven't been making you roll these at disadvantage, but I have been withholding certain information until you rest.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. He's too determined to not let this motherfucking artificer kill his friends again.
Alrighty. Okay, yes, Akogi, your tea is ready. You did it.
Okay.
Did
Akogi
Daora
comes out.
make an expression? Oh, sorry.
Well, go ahead. No.
I
Did
was
Daora
wondering
make
if
an
Daora
expression?
made an expression of him just rushing by, like, don't tell her where I went, just running away. Did she even care?
She's just relaxing. You kids are a rowdy bunch in her estimation so far.
Hell yeah.
Akogi comes out, and you realize she's actually got a tray of like several small mugs, filled for each of the people. She comes up to Daoro and looks around the room. Here, I thought you could use this. It's very relaxing, very soothing after the day that we've had. Did Beck already go upstairs to go to bed?
She will take the cup and set her last cup down and sip from the one you just gave her. Oh yes, this is really good.
Damn, the slide to
no.
Peru is good.
He went out. I don't know why. He seemed to be stumbly and in a rush of some kind.
Mm-hmm. He really ought to be asleep. Well, thank you. I'll take the tea out there in a moment. And she'll come up to you two. Here you go. I made you both some tea. And she'll pass a cup to both of them.
Well, thank you,
2 cups.
Akogi.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Do try to get some rest. Today's been kind of busy and taxing on everyone, right?
Oh yes, we will.
Yes,
Okay.
it has been quite stressful. But we'll get through it.
Good, because we all need to be, ready, prepared for tomorrow. Tomorrow's also going to be a long day.
Yeah. What
Don't stay up too late.
What's going on over there? I saw Beck groveling on the floor and looked like he was internally screaming.
He apparently has not slept since the dodgeball tournament. In his attempt to get to us so quickly, he's just kind of exhausted, right? Don't worry about it. I'm taking care of him. I'm taking care of everyone, okay? And she kind of just says bye and
Yeah,
Goes
let
this
she
way.
knows.
and oh right, and very carefully and cautiously steps over the cushion that Cup is sleeping on.
Oh, hi. And you see
Hi.
Pew pulling out a box of buttons and ribbons, and she's starting to assemble them onto the table.
Here's some tea. I made it for you.
Ooh.
It's supposed to relax you because today's been hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't stay up too late
Thank you.
crafting, okay?
And I'm trying to think.
All right. What you thinking about?
So, been listening to people and thinking about, well, there's like, not like the trees like this, but the trees of thought and thinking and sharing thoughts. And she'll be moving buttons as she's
Mhm.
thinking. And, well, Tezrin says that people are stressed, and is this like a splitting root? She sort of moves buttons around, and I've been thinking, like with the Rev, would it be better if we're all in the same tree of thought? But then Scale was thinking, but then like, why does the thoughts feel like a tree? As Puyu is grappling with big philosophy questions and scooting around buttons of her thoughts, now that Scale and Tezrin and the Rev and the visions.
An
Um,
interesting question to ponder.
Akogi, make me a religion check.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the third nat one in a row.
Third,
It's really rough, guys.
I think we're all tired. I think we need to go to bed.
Yeah.
this tree is cursed. We need to leave.
Akogi will just sit there and listen to all this talk about trees and then be very confused because trees aren't moons.
That's accurate. Trees aren't moons.
An interesting question to ponder. I will go and ponder on my own, and maybe moons will enlighten me, okay?
Oh, and
Great.
Tezrin's by the front gate. He
Oh.
wanted to hang out with the critter friends.
Well, I have a cup of tea for him too. Thanks for letting me know where he is.
Bye.
Bye. And she comes out and
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
looks down. How far down is it actually?
It's about 20 feet.
Do you think I can carry a couple cups of tea down 20 feet of a route?
Yeah. You've got a climb speed, and there's these handy-dandy ropes, which make it really easy.
Oh, how easy. Okay, great. So Akogi will just scooch on down and stopping halfway up the route, she'll be, hey Bojo, here you go. I made you some tea.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It's just meant to be relaxing. I'm not entirely certain if it will work on a Gidon. It's a common type brew. So let me know if you feel rejuvenated after sleeping tonight, huh?
Okay. Then Bojo sniffs the tea. Like,
Kind of
he's not sure.
floral, kind of, but also kind of like honey, which I don't think they have, but that's kind of like what we would understand the scent to be.
Mm-hmm. Bojo, common, while they also are obligate carnivores like Gidon are, the common tend to spice things and adjust flavors with plants. They make sauces and teas and sprinkly powders and stuff like that to put on their meats. They also have a tendency of cooking said meat, whereas Gidon just don't. So essentially, to them, while this might be a very nice tea, to you it smells like hot leaf juice.
Bojo sips a little bit, like making like snapping sounds, like okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Akogi will just go down. Because she sees Tezrin, so she'll go straight to him.
Yep.
Hello.
Oh, hello. And you'll see him giving a small treat to his bug.
Aw, that's cute.
Yes.
I made you a cup of tea.
Thank you. And he will take it.
I did not make any treats for the mounts. I'm sorry.
That is okay. They are cared for. Miss Puyu helped me find food for them from the garden, so everything is okay.
Oh, good. And they're not too worried or distressed from, what we went through this afternoon.
No, they have had a long ride. Now they are all sleeping, so everything, they will be fine.
Good. Well,
how is the situation in there?
fine. I think everyone is drinking tea. Everyone is pondering, and I probably about to go to bed. I don't know. It seemed great. Well, as good as it could be, considering it's a funeral. So.
Yes. Well, I think it will be important for everyone to be rested, for the funeral, because
Of course.
I don't want more unplanned deaths, you know.
Well, I mean, of course not. But that's why I'm here. I'm a strong
Raise an eyebrow. You? What is special? What do you do?
She points to the little thought-speaking beads that are the moons. You didn't know I'm a priestess of the moons. I'm well trained in medicine and yep.
I see.
That's about what I'm good at. Medicine and religion. I like to teach people. I like to show them the right path to take, and I help wherever I can. So, is there something I could help you with?
He'll kind of glance up at the sky and the waning moon, which was recently very full. I think I will be content when I get all of you back at home safely. Wherever that may be.
Well, our goals are the same. I'm sorry, but I really must continue on. I don't want the tea to get cold. Got one more cup to deliver.
Yes, no, I understand. Thank you for tea, and he'll raise his little cup to you.
She'll nod and scurry off. Can't you see where Beck is hiding?
Hold on. Hold on, can she? I don't know, can she?
Make that perception check there, Kogi.
Shouldn't it be, well,
Versus
if
his
it's at
stealth.
regular anyway?
Yeah, versus
Because he
stealth.
wouldn't be at advantage, but yeah.
No, I am, because I have my armor. I
Yeah.
swapped my armor.
He's cloaked.
But you're exhausted.
That's true. That would be disadvantage.
Oh.
But
Well,
you
it would
did
just
the
be
first roll
normal.
anyway.
Yeah.
But it's
Regular.
still more than a
Yeah.
7, so...
Yep.
Hmm.
Still
Yeah.
more. He's hiding
Ako-
badly, but
Akogi
still
is
hiding.
surprised that he's not at the glider, so she'll go check, maybe with the animals. And she'll take her cup of tea, and she'll wander around the tree.
All right.
And
Borgia is glancing at the place where Beck is hiding. Like, alright, I can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered. I can't believe that worked.
All the
one
animals
with the
are
animals?
sound asleep, but he is not there.
Okay, well, we'll go around the back of the tree. Because we know he went outside. Doro said he nearly fell out the door.
Yep.
Back inside.
As you go all the way around the tree and you pass the roots and you find the ribbon paths and you go through the gardens, you do not find him.
Well, that's worrisome. Okay. Well, Tezrin, Beck. Did you see Beck? Did he leave?
No, I did. I thought he was in there with the rest of you.
Well, no, Deoro said he went outside, but he didn't take a mount and he left his contraption.
Well, he did
And-
not believe I would have seen him, especially if he was using this thing. It is very bright. You could see it a mile away.
Okay. Well, thank you. His tea is getting terribly cold.
Yes, you're welcome.
Bojo.
Borgia like moves his head away, like trying not to lie.
Are you okay? Is the tea affecting you strangely?
I'm gonna be honest, like I can't appreciate the taste of it because of me being Gideon. But I appreciate the effort of making the tea.
Well, maybe I'll try some other time, making a flavor that suits your tastes. Have you seen Beck? Deoro said he tripped his way outside, and he really ought to be sleeping.
Roger is conflicted between like lying because Beck said like not to say, and like he doesn't want to lie to Akogi because like, I guess he'll try to weave the words so he won't say it, but also like not lie. I guess I'll make a deception check.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Deception versus insight?
I guess. No.
What was that?
That negative charisma. You can't lie.
Damn.
You
another
know
one?
something is up.
No,
that's
was
a 2.
That was a 2.
You see, you see,
I think that's
Borges
22
sweat.
difference.
You see Borges
Yep.
sweating and like eyes are racing, like trying to say a word but he can't.
Well, I understand. Don't worry about it, Bojo. If you want to go in and rest, you should. You actually got injured during the fight. I didn't. I'll take watch now. Okay.
No, it's okay. I'm fine. You should.
No, I insist. I insist. Go on.
No. I think you can. We should find back. Yeah. You probably should be somewhere.
I get the feeling from the way that you're dodging the question and looking that he might not want to be found. So I'll let him walk his own path. You really should get some sleep, though. You need the rest. And she'll just kind of come to the edge of the porch, and she'll sit and drink the somewhat lukewarm tea.
As it.
Bojo.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Bojo. Sorry.
Sorry, I just want to say that Bojo signs like in relief, but also like a little bit awkward. Okay. Alright.
Nice. Well, as it took Kogi many minutes to go all the way around the tree,
All the way around.
and Beck climbed his way back into the tree. What are you guys doing? Whoops.
Yeah, so he came in right as Pew was like touching the wall and rambling about trees and thinking and loudspeakers and whatnot, and just miscellaneous buttons on the table. And then she decided she was sleepy, goes to curl up, and Beck comes over and is like, hey,
Yeah.
you want to help me?
As you were like working on stuff and as Beck walked by you, he was looking at what you were doing. And then like as you move, his eyes kind of followed you around, and then he made his way around the Oro all the way back around to you. And then asked if you could help him with something, and you said yes. And he is going to pull out the sash. I need some help finding a way to make this fit.
Oh, it's a belt. Mm-hmm. I'll need you to sit down.
He
As
is
she is tiny.
going to take a
Sits.
seat.
And she finally gets the chance to look around at Beck's sweet drip
He looks a little
and
bit.
figure out.
He'll actually take off his cloak and kind of shrug it off. And you get to see the full, it almost looks like a rib cage for the armor set that is on him, with that underlaying kind of heck weave that's on the same kind of material as the items he gave Hugh for the tournament.
that she's still wearing and such, and she'll think that's a little spooky, but she is focused on the waist, and she will. Yes. And so she'll pull out a couple of her undyed ribbons that are in more of a probably the fluff from the bird critter that Doro is riding will be the best ribbons for this. She'll pull them out and she will start stitching on a few belt loops onto your outfit.
He actually sits pretty pretty still for someone on the verge of sleep.
I like to imagine you sort of like lean your head against the table and slowly you just sort of slip and your head ends up on the table as you're just going.
He is, you can see him kind of lean before he catches himself and tries to right himself. He's trying to look cool in front of you, so he's doing his best to not.
Yeah, I was about to ask for one of those. Very good.
Yeah.
Yes, you managed to make an addition to the sash that will make it big enough that it should fit snugly on Beck and not be easily pulled like a flag football tag, which is what it was up until this time. It is able to be properly equipped.
Would it be possible to have it like one of those partial shoulder capes?
Yeah.
Like as the sash to like yes.
Yeah. You can aesthetically place it wherever you want. Mechanically,
yes.
Mechanically, it can't be pickpocketed currently.
Yeah.
Because it's
And
part of
P
your
is very,
clothes.
very crafty with clothes, so you sort of point things out and she just makes it work. It's such the gift of having talented friends.
Wow.
And with that, we will give a big yawn, and at the end we will pull Beck's head over onto the pillow, and we will
What?
just cuddle puddle.
What? Wait.
It takes a long time to do this. You fell asleep on the table.
Yeah, but you just
Yeah.
like your hands on him immediately startle him awake, and as you pull him into the pillow, he's like flailing
you
a little
sure?
bit. He's like, I mean, yeah, it's physically close to someone he's scared.
Just let it happen, Beck.
Pew's not scary in the least.
Well, no.
Let's see.
She's like running her hands through your hair. Like, yes, just fall asleep here.
Oh no. Not quite like that. It's just sort of like you sort of pull them over onto the soft
Doro.
bed,
Yeah.
Doro,
and
help!
then just
She kind
Doro!
of smirks into her tea.
No! Oh, no.
Pew's just tired, and you're tired. It is sleeping time.
He doesn't know
It
what
is
to
cat
do.
sleep time. Oh yeah. No. And your tech is probably warm, so we'll sleep
It
on
is.
top of that. Oh
It
yeah.
is. He's
We are the
going to-
cat sleeping on top of the computer right now.
You know when the cat falls asleep in your lap and you can't go anywhere anymore? You're trapped? You might as well nap.
Oh, I need to ask the Oro something. Oh, I guess I can ask her across the table
Yeah.
without moving Puyu. Well, because you're not gonna help me with this gestures to Puyu, but doesn't move is like, oh god. I was going to seek out your request to stop by every so often, as there's something close to this area I would like to investigate further.
Chu will raise an eyebrow. Really? You, out of everyone here, have an interest in leaving your tree?
It's okay. Well, it's not like an interest that I want to go. It's more of an interest that it's beneficial to the common society.
You want to leave your tree? You want to leave your house?
No, I don't want to leave my house. This experience has been very taxing, but there is something that could provide some useful insight to the history of our people that was lost.
Okay, now I'm interested.
You can stay interested. You don't get to know it. He points a finger. He makes the I'm watching you kind of gesture with his hands on one side.
Pew,
and
you
then
will
his-
kind of roll
yeah, he
and
panics when you move.
let her tail fluff cover the mouth. This is
Rolls
far too
eyes.
much contention for this late hour.
Slides on up.
I will say, if it's in the area of my tree, I might be interested in what it is, but if you don't want to say it in front of Puru, then I suppose we can catch up about it later. But if it's within
How
my
far-
territory, then I might be interested myself.
How far out was it? Like a couple hours?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours away.
Is that counted in her territory? Like, how much territory around a tree do common have?
How much can you claim?
How much?
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Well, have you claimed the area in that forest?
I haven't.
He looks at her.
I haven't
confused.
even officially claimed this tree yet. But if I'm going to, I don't know. It depends on how interesting it is.
Yeah, what is it? Come on.
He makes a look at you. Like, he looks like he's willing
Look.
to tell Daoro and talk more about it, and then you speak up and he immediately shoots a glare your way.
Look, you're like, oh, this is some ancient thing of our people's history, so you're not interested. I'm somewhat tech savvy and if historical savvy or whatever you want to say. Come on.
Your actions are causing a repercussion of me being threatened to lose my position and my job. So, no,
My
thank
actions?
you. Yes.
Such as
Breaking into my house and
I used
stealing
the back
these
door, thank you
stuff.
very much.
It's not a door. Daoro, a
Also-
vent is not a door, right? You understand this. I'm not crazy.
It can be a door because it opened.
It doesn't open.
It did open.
It's for air filtration.
See, that's a
Aurora
door.
walks up and yawns as she tries to sit on the same pillow Peru's on.
He'll just pick her
Left.
up and put her in
No.
his lap.
More people. Great.
Yes. But I came to reclaim what was mine. That's all I did.
You didn't seek the proper course for that?
Proper course. Alright, well, okay then. What do you think was proper course when I have what is rightfully mine, as I claimed it from the Magonis that I killed, is taken away from me by force? Or by threat of force, really, because the king is quite scary. Well, why
I think
shouldn't I...
you misunderstand me. I'm not the person that took it from you. I was given the job to look over it. I don't care what beef you have with whoever got the item from you. I just have to return the item that was given to me to investigate back to the person, and then you can, break into their house, I guess.
Why would I do that? I already have...
Oh my god. You just see him, he leans his head back with the realization, and he just whispers, I'm gonna lose my job.
Lose?
You're not gonna lose your job.
What do you do?
He lifts his head. He's like, I oversee... He gestures with his hand, investigation of tech from... And he points up, at the top of the tree, at her tree.
Oh, for the king. I see.
Occasionally, my uncle sends me, stuff he doesn't have time to look over.
Are you good at it?
He looks like a woman, just hand on her chest. He looks offended that she would even insinuate that maybe he could
no.
be. He's like, indeed I am, thank you.
She'll take a sip of her tea.
I feel like his tail is thwapping with pride.
It is.
Well-
You could probably feel it under the table.
There seems to be a disparity of understanding of culture, and this seems rather prominent in Rubrandi, from what I can tell. In essence, because Rubrandi is formed of so many different cultures, you may be mixing up how things work, I suppose. Are you not a noble, Beck?
He squints his eyes.
Are you someone?
Unsure.
Are you someone that others bring tasks to because you're uniquely qualified at that task?
Yes.
Then you can rest assured that it'll happen in the future. You don't have to succeed every time.
I do though. And he makes a gesture. He's like, I have to. I don't get the chance to not do that, if that makes sense.
Classic noble behavior. You're completely overwhelmed in the idea that you have to be the one to fix things, to fix people, to help them, to save them. Akogi's the same. She went outside looking for you. I'm sure she'll be back soon. This constant need to be the best at something and to never fail, or the world will end. It's such a noble trait. And I mean that in the kindest way. But at the same time, you're generating more stress for yourself, and if you're not careful, you'll burn out like every other noble before you.
It's not the point. Look, if it helps, I can tell you what I learned of the staff. Will that help?
Vic just side eyes you and then looks back at Daoro. I already know all I need to know about the staff.
But then why do you want it back?
Because in someone's hands like yours, it is a very dangerous item.
He rolls his eyes.
Didn't he use it during the fight with all the Revdoms? Wasn't it useful? We could have been eaten.
Yes. I would say I have at least an adequate proficiency with this staff. As you saw, I caused 3 snaparoots.
Pressing is a button isn't a skill of any kind.
It's not just pressing a button. Beck, you really think it's just pressing a button? There's more.
Pressing a button.
There is more to. No, there's more to it. It requires intent on what you're doing. Do you think I just point, press button, and it does thing? Yes, it causes the snap root to form, but to actually cause it to do what it does, I actually controlled that deck.
You understand how it's being built on a molecular level, Peru? Do you understand the implications this causes?
The trade-off that I know what causes this is it takes nutrients from the rest of the tree. That's why if I don't feed the tree as recompense, the tree is likely to be damaged or potentially die. Which is kind of why I wanted the Rev Dawn to stay trapped.
Pup growls in
But
her
no.
sleep.
But no, I had to free the Rev Dawn. Yes.
Peru, you can't. I can't believe I'm goddamn saying this. I sound like a Kogi now. The balance of things is very important.
Yes.
As a way of making
Oh my
things.
god, they're cute.
Oh.
And what do you think?
Staff specifically has a problem. A very specific problem, as it's not built around the consequences of our planet.
Well, that's debatable. You just see it as bad because it's in my hands.
I
But-
see it
but
as
if
bad
you-
overall.
If it was in your hands or or whoever that you think should actually have it, do you think it's safe to leave it with them? Do you think they have the best interests of whoever with that item? Do you think they can keep the balance? No.
I don't know. I don't like the king anyway, but he's doing a better job than you are.
How so? You're comparing a small tree to a big tree, Beck. That's stupid.
I just looks at Daoro like, there's no reasoning with this man. You see why now I don't like talking to him.
Just kind of holds both of her hands up to her sides and shrugs.
Oh.
This is a very strange conversation. I don't actually have an opinion on it, but what I will say is the king, Raz Effie Rev, the Red King of Blades. That's not a real name. He probably named himself that. It's weird. But the king, he has ambitions. He's incredibly ambitious. To the point that the population of Ubrandi has quadrupled in the last 2 years. There's so many people in that tree. I don't know what his plans are, but if he's looking for a staff that makes tree roots, it's above me. It's weird. And personally, the sooner I can simply move out here and leave all that behind, probably the better.
I would have to hazard a guess. Maybe he wants... if this staff could do more than just cause snap roots to form, and actually maybe learn to manipulate trees in themselves, maybe potentially helping them grow faster, I can understand why he would want this.
Paori will speak up. Can it do that?
I have no
No,
idea. As
I
far as
can't.
you don't know, you've had the staff barely.
I spent a week studying it. You. Oh my god, I'm going to. Oh my god, you're lucky a
I'm
Kogi's
gonna
here.
make
You're lucky
a-
a Kogi's here.
Have you
I'm
actually
gonna make you
spent a week
start making will
studying
saves
it? 'Cause
versus the sleepies.
I saw a bit of dust on it when I took it.
Akogi and Bojo, by this point you would have been here sitting on the ledge. Make me perception checks. As there has been a sudden raising of voices.
Beck has not been quiet at all.
Yeah, you both hear both Beck and Puru shouting obscenities at each other. Carry on.
Q's purring stops and she starts to do a little grumble on your chest.
Akogi takes in the scene and is kind of like, "Wow, this is awkward."
Beck looks very unhappy by everything that's happening.
Welcome back, Bojo, Kogi, and you.
Is
Come.
everything alright?
Yes, we're having a friendly argument.
It's not an
Yeah.
argument. It's
It
talking
seems
to a
that my-
wall.
Tea isn't working, you all really should get some rest. It's awfully late. How
Anyway.
about we put a pin in the discussion and we come back when we're all not so tired and our emotions are calmer because we've rested well for the night. Sound good?
I'm down.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And Doro will go through the back steps and go upstairs.
Okay.
Is there
I don't-
room upstairs for all of us?
Yeah, there are multiple rooms,
Alright, let's check.
sleeping rooms. This is a hangout room, and cooking and stuff.
You all have a good night. And Akogi will go up back out the door.
No.
He leaves you to your fate, Beck.
Anywho, no, Kogi is right. We should probably sleep. But truly, Ben, I may not look like it, but I am somewhat smart. Maybe not as smart as you, because you claim to be smarter.
I
As far as
didn't
I can.
claim anything. Stop putting words in my mouth.
Anywho, as far as I can tell with what this staff does, it only has one button and one function mechanically. If there's anything greater, I have not been able to
I
discover
already
it.
know that. I already know that.
I don't know. You kind of had the staff was there with a bit of dust on it because you originally kind
Because
of
I
left it.
finished looking into it, and I wasn't going to test the item.
I don't remember that being said during the first session. I think you kind of left it alone and got
You-
distracted by other projects.
Yeah, that was established.
He
Uh-oh.
did look at it, though. It was confirmed he did look at it.
He
He's
studied
just
it a bit, and then he got frustrated at the king, bored of it, set it aside, and worked on his own projects for a bit. But it
Yup.
was sitting there for a little while.
that doesn't mean he didn't look at it.
Oh, he looked at it. He did, but he didn't.
Hey, what do you know? What do you know about it, then, Beck? Huh?
Yeah. What do you know?
I'm not. Why would I tell you? Why would I tell someone who doesn't listen or have a decent way of having a proper conversation?
Bojo just leaves.
Amazing.
I need petroleum.
See, that is
Yeah,
the thing, Beck. You're going to need to learn to talk with people like me because they're all
I-
there. As was just stated, you're a noble, and people like that are going to come to you for such things.
Beck looks to you, Peru, with a dead set glare, and this is the same glare you've seen him give Labora Kai when they were having issues at the tavern and the competition. I never, ever want you to come to me asking for help. Do you understand, Peru?
Wow.
We're gonna stick a
Ori's
hand in
gonna-
Beck's face.
Stand up and grab Peru by the tail and start trying to tug him towards this upstairs. Peru, I think Akogi might be right.
Yeah, yes, we are getting heated because it is tired. He'll pick Peori up and put her on his back and start to climb up.
And they go upstairs to one of the rooms.
You'll see, Beck. You'll see. As he just climbs up.
Would I roll a D100?
4.
Well, you can either click the fancy button at the bottom right that says D100 when you hover over it, or just type
Oh!
/R.
Yeah, that's the easiest
There
way.
is one. Ooh. Hmm. Okay. that's nice.
You gotta DM me what that's for.
Okay.
Need to know.
Meanwhile, outside, as you have both come outside, you doing anything or?
Akogi is just looking solemnly at the moons.
So yeah, I think you should go rest. I got this.
No. I wasn't injured. You're in a worse shape than I am. You rest first. I'll wake you up when it's a little closer to morning, okay? And you can take the second watch.
Don't worry, I can rest a little bit here.
Okay.
Yeah. I need you to be rested so you could help us.
Oh, I don't know if resting is going to be enough. I think, well, I think I've lost my way. And she starts to, like, run her hands very worriedly through her little mohawk.
How so? Why do you think that?
Well, not that our friendships are really, like, essential to what we're doing as a team. You know, it's more a team for the greater good, for helping Rubrandi and experiencing culture and stuff. So if after the game's end we all go our separate ways, that's not what's really important. But I don't feel like the advice I've been giving has been exactly right. Like, sometimes it works and other times it doesn't, and I don't know if I'm walking in shadow or if I'm walking in light. And maybe I'm just disconnected. Maybe I need to meditate more. Maybe it's already time to move on. Have I already done enough for Rubrandi? I don't know.
I think no matter if you are walking in the light or in the shadow, the main and important thing is that you are still walking. I think you're doing great, in my opinion.
Well, thanks, Bojo.
You're welcome. And I really appreciate what you're doing for our team.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll keep doing it for now. And but I don't know about after the games. We'll see. I'll keep what you said in mind about keeping walking.
Yes. Now I think you should go get some rest. I know you've been through a lot. I know you're worrying about me, but you've been through a lot as well.
Okay, fine. If you're taking the first watch, I'll let you do it. But wake me up so I can take the morning shift, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And she'll not look at the cuddle pile happening and go up. Do either of the staircases lead up to the guest rooms?
Yeah, either of them.
Okay. And she'll just kind of, like, awkwardly scurry through very quickly and go upstairs.
No.
How awkward.
No! Stop it!
All right. As the night passes and Bojo stays on watch, while you're out there, Bojo, make me a perception check.
I have Shrimp there to help him.
Okay, at advantage then.
Yes!
Okay.
Nice.
As you listen and observe out into the night with your special eyes, the night is calm, and the wind is cool, and the snow drifts very slowly. The weather is really actually pretty calm for this time of year. It's a very nice, pleasant night. In the far distance, you think you hear the call of a Rev Domako. But it is far.
Can I estimate the distance?
A long way. It's hard to tell out here in the barren white because sounds carry on the wind. They're probably a very long way away. Not particularly worrisome, unless something attracted them.
But they are not approaching us, right? Like not like in a
No,
decisive way.
as you tune your ears to the sound and spend a couple hours listening and paying attention to them, they do not seem to be approaching. But you do hear more than one, and they appear to be calling from different directions. Like one is to the north, and one is a little to the southeast. And they occasionally call, but they don't appear to be approaching.
Hey, Waymaker.
Yeah.
Can Shrimp make a scan and show the markers of the frequencies from earlier
Yeah.
to Bojo?
Okay. He will do so. And Bojo, you'll see as Shrimp projects a small map with light on the floor of the platform. And it will show the tree where you are and 3 dots.
Ooh!
Okay, I'll be monitoring it, and if they are gonna approach the tree, I'll alarm friends.
Yeah. After a few hours, if this is the tree in the center of the square, the dot here, and the dot here eventually shift to where here, and here, but they don't get any closer. They just appear to be making a circle
Around the tree or around
around
something else?
the perimeter of the tree, with the tree being a center point.
Oh, that's I don't like that.
But that's all you see. And for hours, they very, very slowly appear to be circling the tree and occasionally making calls. But they are pretty far off. Especially now that you have the scan active, they're very far off. Hours, even.
Okay, I'll be monitoring.
Okay.
Keep the watch.
Yeah. As you monitor and keep watch, eventually, your watch ends, and the time to call a Koki is here. Do you choose to do so?
I would say yes, but I'll warn her about the red democles that are circling around us.
Okay. As you head up to sleep and Kogi comes back out, Shrimp is still sitting there hovering. Kogi, as you come outside, you will note, as Bojo has mentioned, that Shrimp has a little map of the area that is being monitored. And there are the 3 dots that he mentioned, and they appear to still be making the perimeter. As you sit on the ledge and you watch at the night, the moons start to set in the distance. And make me a perception check. At advantage, because Shrimp.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
You also hear the same calls that Bojo did. And as you're glancing at Shrimp's map, occasionally, very occasionally, it doesn't happen all the time, but infrequently, every 5 minutes or so, there's a 4th little red dot that blips on the map. And then disappears.
Does it blip in the same spot, or does it change locations?
It changes locations, but it only shows up every 5 minutes or so, and just blip.
Huh.
And then it moves, and then blip somewhere else. But it seems to be following the same pattern as the Rev Domoko. It is completing the square, essentially. There's 4 points. And the 3 are constantly there and slowly moving, and the 1 occasionally appears and occasionally appears.
Okay, well, how long do we have before it's estimated the Brew Brandy people would arrive with the body?
They should be arriving tomorrow, about noonish, midday.
Well, is not tomorrow today.
Well, it's pretty
if it's
early
morning?
Yeah, it's pretty early morning.
Okay.
So we need to deal with it before then, probably.
She's
Oh boy.
probably just going to wait for everyone to be around at breakfast, and then she'll announce her findings then, if nothing else happens during the early morning hours.
Okay. Well, let's see here. As the
But when she's not like focusing on that, she will be meditating and asking for guidance to the moons.
Shrimp beeps at you every time you
Ooh.
talk, like it's trying to talk back to you, like every time you ask for guidance from the moons.
as you pray to the moons, you will feel that the tree that you're at has a vibe. It's a vibe that you kind of got after your original blessing upon the home.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel it a little more securely now. The moons are watching over this place.
That's good.
But eventually, the early morning...
Wait.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Coogie has a distinct question.
Yes.
She's going to ask if she should change her goal if they win the tournament. Should she stay in Rubrandi or should she go?
Make me a religion check.
Oh,
Nice.
Back to back.
Nice.
Back to back.
that's crazy. After all those ones.
You needed a nap.
In the back of your mind, you will feel a what could be felt as a response. You've felt feelings like this before. The feeling of change, the feeling of wanderlust. But you also feel a reply in the manner of, you're not a tree. The common aren't trees, they are meant to move. Being rooted in one place for too long is unhealthy. They're not meant to gather, they're not meant to stay, but they are meant to travel in groups. And perhaps your time alone is unhealthy.
Hmm.
Common are not trees.
Hmm.
You also get the distinct impression, all of a sudden, it just kind of occurs to you, just kind of a snap thought, that earlier in your conversation with Piryu, when she was talking about trees and everybody being connected, it felt unnatural, but you couldn't put your finger on it. And now it just kind of, it's there, clear as day.
Mm-hmm.
Common aren't trees. And loose scale, you've had interactions with him in the past and recently.
Uh-huh.
That kid's really weird. Something's up with him. And it has nothing to do with the moons.
Okay. I'll write down that answer too. She'll She'll ponder these replies. Anything else that she feels?
Anything else?
No, she'll ponder these replies and just still kind of be subdued, solemn almost, for a Kogi, which is really pretty strange.
Well, as you sit there and meditate and pray, eventually the snow stops. The sky is clear, and the stars are bright across the sky. The constellation of the fish, most prominent among them, in its pink nebula. And it is about breakfast time.
Akogi will go inside and start digging through the pack to try and make breakfast.
Everyone else will eventually wake up to the smell of breakfast downstairs as the Oro will make her way down, and Tezrin will eventually wake up, and I have frozen what is going on. Oh, there it is. I just had to do my token selector tool instead of what I was doing. Yes, Tezrin will yawn on his big pillow because he didn't feel like going upstairs. The tension, too weird. He will
Poor
come
listener.
sit.
Kinda crazy. He zens out on her heated bed now that it's finally quieted down. She was going to bite him.
No one would have liked the sound he would have made.
Doro comes into the kitchen to offer assistance.
Sure.
She'll start working on the foods.
Do we mark our rests? Or
Yes, you may now long rest. Woohoo!
I guess I get a short rest since
you
I
get-
wasn't sleeping.
You get a long rest. Oh, did you not sleep at all?
No, I was like patrolling, so not like
Oh, okay.
full night.
Oh no, we need you.
Mm-hmm.
If you
I mean-
take a short rest, though, I did my song, so you get an extra d6 of recovery. But
Yeah,
Oh,
if
boy.
you will roll damage die.
Can't you also use hit dice on short rests, or
Yeah.
is that...
Yeah. You
yes, and I have
Yeah.
a thing that gives a bonus 1d6, so whatever
Yeah,
hit die he
little
rolls
spin new thing goes
get
through.
6 HP, and then whatever hit dice you want to roll.
He has
I
to
got
roll-
some good purrs going.
He has to roll at least once.
How many do I roll as a monk?
At least once, but
When you click short rest, it'll pop up a little screen.
Yeah.
You need to do it at least
Okay.
once for the song of rest, but you can use as many as you want. Just be note that you only gain half back when you take the long rest,
Okay,
or
so
you only
8.
get half your amount.
dice. But yeah, that was good. So
It automatically heals you. Don't
that would
worry.
be a total of 14 HP. Okay.
At least.
But as everyone gathers, Doro is going to take a tray of food and start setting the table, and morning comes.
Sniffs.
Kogi will also
The good
drop
sniffs in the air.
food.
Oh yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I've already done it myself, but I don't have control.
I have to fluff my tail, okay? Some of us take time.
Yes, I'll sit next to a cup because we're both small and like
Oh yes,
big pillow. Like
Mhm.
Cup is awake and hungry and ravenous. Yes.
Goblin
I can see it.
Beck is still asleep reclined. You just can't tell because of the glasses.
I think Beck is still asleep. I can hear him snoring.
Everybody make a perception check about Beck. Why not? Wow. Wow.
Don't care. Was warm.
Right. Yeah, Kogi, you know he's definitely asleep, but the rest of them, they seem to be operating under the assumption.
Please try not to wake him. He was more tired than we were.
Nom 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 nom.
Yes, delicious
Gremlin
foods.
energies with cup.
Everyone just too hungry to see.
No.
So
Cup.
what are we doing today, Kogi?
Oh, typical funeral things. The body should arrive, probably around noon, and then we'll have the last rites given and the burial ceremony, probably early evening, and then, once the tree has been sufficiently fed, Deora, when exactly did you want to claim your lands?
I think after would be.
Okay.
It just seems more right, I suppose.
This evening or tomorrow morning?
What do you think would be best?
Probably the sooner the better, if you feel up to it after the funeral.
I agree, especially if those Seventh Claw idiots just show up early.
Yeah. So,
Ori will grimace.
after the funeral, then we'll have the claiming ceremony, so that the lands can transfer into Deoro's care and the Oino tree be in her name. And then, if you don't mind us imposing, I think it would be best if we stayed one more night and headed out in the morning tomorrow to go back to Rubrandi.
All of you are welcome here.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, what is the actual process of taking over or transferring over, looking over? Is there some ritual? And what is it?
Well, yes, it's a religious practice. It's performed by moon priests.
Oh, it's a moon
Kogi
thing?
waves.
Points. Yeah,
Yes.
bounces.
I was hoping that Akogi would be involved, as I don't know very many others. Ooh,
Well-
I'm one.
Yes, Beoric.
Ooh.
Well, while I appreciate the your presence and everything, I really was. I have spoken with Akogi a little more about it. Ori will frown and cross her arms and pout.
Akogi will just
No.
be perplexed by that response and will nod to Deoro and keep eating, confused.
I mean, look, if Beori can help, come on, at least let her help with some things. Otherwise, it's going to be like this all day.
No, I know when I'm unwanted.
Hey, no, you're not unwanted. I mean,
It's
not like
it's
you sure Beori
superfluous.
can't.
It's superfluous, Peru. Don't need two. One priestess is plenty.
But we are grateful that you're here showing your respect to the family.
Tezron will pick up his breakfast and go out to sit on the patio.
Oh yeah, like now that Tezrin like clued Pew in, like this is getting weird for her too. She's going to get sneaky.
Why is this stressful? We're just having a conversation.
You two are stressful.
What do
Y'all
you
are
mean?
stressful. She's just a little guy.
Okay, look, I appreciate everyone and their feelings about how things should be done. I want to say this specifically. Dora will motion to Akogi. I hereby acknowledge Akogi as the moon priestess I would like to perform the ceremonies at my tree. No offense. Paori, was it? I think I caught your name at some point, but I was never actually properly introduced. Yes. Priestess Paori, at your service, should you need me. In any case, she'll just kind of move on and like scoop some food into her mouth. Kogi, if you would, I would appreciate your assistance in this matter.
Of course. Happy to help.
Browns.
Beck shoots up in a cold sweat, yelling, "That's the wrong hydraulic cylinder," and slams his hands on the table and then looks around to see everyone just awkwardly sitting at the table.
Yeah,
that's
make me
weird.
make me an insight check there, Beck, as you just woke up.
Oh no.
Yeah, this table. Ugh. The vibes. The vibes coming off this table are hitting your vibe check radar like a freaking Geiger counter right now.
Oh no. He just wakes up in a cold sweat about someone installing the wrong product and is like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" He's going to wave Shrimp over, and Shrimp, kind of bumping at a Kogi for no apparent reason, will make its way over and play the map again.
Like dunk, dunk. Woo.
Yeah. Oh, Beck, I do have something to mention to you about Shrimp. If you'll meet me outside once we're done eating.
Sure. He's gonna look over the map and see that the markers are still in their normal places.
Still there, still slowly circling the tree. You're
He looks
projecting
very
this on the table. Everyone can see this.
A Kogi will just shrug and be like, "Okay, well, since we're doing this now, Beck, the little red dot will show up in about 5 minutes time, and it will move, kind of following the same trail as the other markers, and then it will flash again."
Here I was hoping it was just a bad dream. You're gonna see him type something on his keyboard really quick on his tail before waving the map away from, and then Shrimp's gonna come back over and just start circling you again.
A Kogi will just eat as Shrimp like passes, and then she'll like wait for him to fly past, to put another bite in her mouth.
Do you mind sharing what that is all about, Beck?
Beck does not respond or look up at Peru at all.
Who's being the difficult one?
I see that you two are still having some tension, so sleeping didn't help, huh?
It's normal role behavior.
That's true.
I'll throw, maybe. She'll take her dishes back to the kitchen.
I would have said males, but
It's fine, we're acting like children.
Honestly, I kind of wish you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Sweats.
to answer your question, from what I've understood, Beck is scanning the area to see when things are going to arrive.
What
Like-
kinds of things?
Like the convoy with the body of our friend.
You said there was something about the red dot?
I think he colors the markers so he knows who is who and which direction they're coming from. I don't really understand it. He tried to teach me last night, and I took notes, but a lot of it was not something I could grasp. I do not have much skill. I know what button to push for certain results.
You mind if I take a look?
You'd have to ask him.
Heck, could I please see the map of dots?
Beck just shoots you a glare from over his glasses.
Or he
Please?
elbows you in the ribs.
I'll be right back.
Can have a mental conversation.
Hey,
I get the feeling my food's not very good.
do the thing. What are
Wow.
you doing? You're going to blow
Ow.
the entire thing.
What do you mean?
Get along with him. If you have a stick that he wants, do you need it that badly?
I am trying to get along with him, and yes, I, I mean, I think I've maybe mentioned this a bit before what it is.
Yes. Tell me what it is. What is the stick?
It's Magana's tech. Back
She will
a few
aggressively back away. What?
don't. Yes, a few months ago, back when when you and the other refugees from Lavo came, we were tasked by one of the nobles. He figured that recently a Magana's spy of sorts had gotten in, and if there was one, there might have been more. So me, Akogi, Bojo, and a couple others were tasked with finding any traces. We found those. They were hiding beneath the tree in the rooftop.
But-
And we fought them and defeated them. And I claimed this staff as my own. And then the king showed up, and then he'll do the hand gesture of forcefully, or not forcefully, but took the staff.
Do you?
I-
It's a Meganis. It's a Meganis, Peru. What? Why would you want that? What if it does things? What if it calls other ones? What if it wakes up or something weird?
If it was going to do anything like that, it would have done that sooner.
Do you
If I
know
would
that?
have- As far as I know, this staff only does one thing, and that is create snap roots. Literally, it causes a tree to take energy from other parts of itself and to enlarge a snap root.
How many? I'm gonna go priestess here for a moment, Peru. I need you to understand. There are things. How many things about yourself do you do on purpose? Lots of things, right? You eat. You get hungry and so you eat. You get restless and so you run. Let's see. You get nervous and so you pay attention, right? There's lots of things that you do on purpose.
Yeah.
How
It's
many
like
things?
purposely annoying back, but
How many things do you think you do not on purpose? How many things do you think are happening in your body and around you right now that you have no actual control over?
plenty of things.
Yes.
It's a lot of things.
Do you control the speed at which your heart pumps blood through your body?
Not truly. I mean, there are things. I know there are things you can do to sort of slow it down or speed it up if you really wanted to by doing a lot of exercise, but
Yes, no, you're right. But when you sleep, it just does.
yes.
When you sleep, do you have to think about how fast to breathe?
No.
My point is, your stick, your Meganis stick, maybe it only does one thing consciously. But
But
I don't know
you're-
anything about it. I'll admit, I don't know anything about it, and I don't know if the Meganis are like us. But if they are, it might be doing things that it doesn't control. You should get rid of that thing.
that is, I agree. That is a fair worry, and that it could be potentially doing other things that I am just not conscious of
I'm
as of yet.
really, really worried about it, Brew. That it's for one thing, at the very least, it's causing discord between you and Beck, and I've seen it grow just in this room. What if it's doing that? What if it's affecting your mentals?
Fair. I don't believe it's doing that. I just think Beck is... Beck is very prideful. And he easily gets agitated at insults of his intelligence or what he is capable of doing. He, from the conversation last night, clearly does not like failure. From the sounds of it, he has never suffered from it. I, on the other hand, have suffered from failure, and it's just going to be a part of life where you are not able to do the things that you want to do all the time.
I think
Look, I understand your concerns about this now. Like I mentioned last night, if the staff could do more, like if it could actually manipulate a tree far greater than just a simple snapper, hell, it could be used to create bigger trees, grow them faster as long as we have the energy to do. Create a tree comparable to Rudbrandi.
you sound even more ambitious than I do.
Now, somebody wanted to push me towards that direction, so...
Yes, but not through Megana's technology, Puru. We should be able to say that we did it. We should be able to tell our children that the tree, the grand tree full of people that we live in, was brought up piece by piece, naturally, under the moons, under the eyes of our ancestors. Not because aliens invaded our planet, made a mess of things, and then left pieces behind for us to use. We don't need their help. There's all the more reason to break array and make our own clan. The king gives the same vibes. Don't you feel it? Doesn't he feel very distinctly non-common?
Yes.
He's charming
Especially...
and strong
especially
and very ambitious, and everybody seems to like him, but he's
a hypocrite. He encourages some people to not even... what's the word? Socialize with humans.
yes.
Yet he has one literally right next to him as his right hand woman?
Oh,
right claw woman?
Don't think I didn't catch on to that little thing. That, yes, I agree with you. My point is, if this stick is driving a rift between you and Beck, now whether Beck wants to go down the path that the king is taking, I don't care. I don't care about Beck, Puru.
Mhm.
But I do care about you, and I care about our future, and I think, personally, and your decisions are your own. Whatever you choose to do is up to you to decide, but what I think is that stick is only going to be a hindrance to our story.
That is a fair worry.
I don't want to take away your toys. You understand.
No, it's fine. I am taking your opinions and I'm taking them serious. You have the best, as far as I can tell, have the best interest in what is good for me, and I vice versa. But I do have to bring up the one logical counterpoint.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I'm the one who has it. Like you said, they've left these pieces behind or scattered throughout our home. If it is not me, somebody else will make use of this technology.
What's your point?
If someone is going to use it, why shouldn't we take advantage of it?
Because they're alien, Puru. I need to introduce you to Noble Hito sometime. He has strong views on what we should do about alien things. Perhaps a little on this overly strong side, but I think deep down I agree with him. I think we should remove these things. They don't belong here.
Perhaps, yes, they may have caused issues for our people in our world. I mean, I lived through the calamity. My home was burned. I understand the power that they wield. So why get rid of it? Why not learn to control it ourselves and use it against them?
Because we don't understand it, Puru.
Yes, and that takes time to understand, one step at a time.
I make an insight check. You get the distinct feeling that she disagrees with that entirely, but she's struggling to form words as to why. Her
I can
mind
sense
is a cloud of emotional emotions right now.
I can sense your reservations about the Payward. We can talk about this as long as you like. But I think this is a conversation that is going to take a while for us to truly put a good end to. I think we are going to be having this conversation for quite a while, and I don't think we are going to come to a quick resolution.
I guess I have one last question about it, at least for now. Something to think about. Do you think the humans, the Terrans, the tailless ones, do you think they're actually helping us against the Meganus? Their offers of aid are incessant. They show up everywhere. Do you think they're actually helping?
Let me put it like this. As you stated earlier, Raz has big ambitions. He's gathering. I think the humans are doing the same. For what purpose? I don't know. But why when you can be friends? These humans.
Oh, you're breaking up. Hang on.
Honest.
Might be reconnected.
Oh, no, maybe it's me. Everybody's breaking up. Maybe it's me. Hang on. Oh, he died. He's gone. He's back. Somebody say something.
It's me.
Oh, no. Oh, it must be me. Oh, my connection is low. Hang on. Hopefully it will come back shortly. This is me. It's me. It's me.
Okay.
Okay, better. Yay.
I think the Discord server itself went through a bad spot.
Oh, was that what it was? I thought it was on my end, because all of a sudden everybody was like, robots!
It was all
Yeah, I was freaking out.
Okay.
Sorry
Yeah.
if you don't
Everyone
mind
was
repeating
lagging.
yourself there, Soul. I'm sorry.
Wherever the Discord server is actually housed, it had like a bit of a kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
No worries.
where did I start going roboty?
It started...
Just a second ago.
Yeah, just like a second. Just like start from your last sentence.
You were
I'll
talking
go-
about Raz and the humans.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, okay,
we're
so-
moving from there.
So, Raz has great ambitions. He wishes to gather people. I believe the humans are doing the same. For what purpose that may be, I don't truly know. But I guess it's at the end of the day, why make enemies when you could be friends? I mean, at least the humans, unlike the Madonnas, at least let's acknowledge our own independence and freedoms and whatnot.
Hmm.
They don't act unless they believe they have to act for the better of themselves and us, such as the threat of the Madonnas.
I will admit I have not had a lot of experience with Terrans, but they're strange. And they think different. And they do things different. And
Yes,
all
they
I want, Peru, is a regular, common life with common children in a common tree. I realize that seasons change and the world around us changes, but if there's anything that I could keep dependable, expectable, I suppose, it would be my day-to-day. I don't want to get overly involved with alien things, and I don't think it's healthy for you either. Beck is going to do Beck things, and you're going to do you things. Don't misunderstand me. I know how you are, and I like the way you are. I worry.
You wish for the comforts of simplicity.
Yes, so much.
I can understand that desire, Payment, but nothing has been simple for me ever since then. The calamity. Things are going to change, and finding the breaks in this raging. What's the word? This raging, like finding the safe places in this raging avalanche, because that would be probably a thing they would have to worry about. Is everybody tries to find the safe spaces, and sometimes they just get caught in it until they find a different spot.
You've given me a lot to think about. Oh, by the way, nice moves with Doro earlier. I think the things you said were good. Maybe even effective, I dare say.
I have learned a thing or two from it.
Anyway, as you guys continue to have conversations, I see Akogi has moved outside. Beck, did you have something to say?
I did, but I would like Bojo and Puryu to get some time. I feel like I've been harassing everyone, so
I was trying to read through the side chat. I wasn't sure who had what.
No, it's fine. So basically, Pyu left with Tezrin when things were getting crazy
Yes.
in the main room and was generally anxious and went on a little ramble. So just like, have some fluff from tending to the critters early. I'm gonna go and maybe get some veggies and head up and try and make some nests, because Pyu didn't have a tenth as big of home as this, but she made her home a home for all of her bug friends and knows how to like tie the branches together to help protect them from the icy wind and stuff in fluff in little nooks and crannies to entice more bugs to take hold, and is going to be up there working on that and maybe seeing neat things looking out from the top of the tree.
Oh yes, climbing to the top of the tree.
To the big expanse, yeah.
Mm-hmm. As you get to the top of the tree, you will notice that there is fauna up here. They mostly have made various webs. There's a lot of floss mites up here actually making webs all over the place. They tend to web a lot of the area in between little branches, and as you're making your little stick tents and wind guards, you'll notice that they've already been hard at work doing just that, but your help is definitely going to make a difference as they can only operate at the micro level. As you're terraforming this tree for them to increase their growth. You also find that the tree has a variety of small fruits at the top. These fruits are not edible for common, but they are definitely for animals and bugs and such. They like those quite a lot.
No, but are they colorful?
They are...
Have we seen these before?
Have you been to the top of a tree before?
Only like her itty tiny tree like sort of edge of Lavos.
You would have seen them before. They're
Okay.
pretty common snap tree fruits. They're about fist sized and orange and speckled.
How do they squish in their juice?
They are very stiff, and the inside is also stiff. They're very solid. You know how the inside of a
Is it like closer to a walnut than an orange?
not that hard. It's more like, you know how a melon, not watermelon, but other kinds of melons have that more
Yeah.
fibrous kind of thick meat. That's
Yeah, like a
that's-
cantaloupe.
Yeah, like a cantaloupe. That's a fine example. Exactly. They're like that, and they have about 15 seeds on the inside in a pit. Yeah, you're fishing around up there. You find some fruits.
We'll take one and maybe we'll take out the seeds and put those in the button box to let them dry, and they might make neat noises
They might.
and whatnot when they're dry. I don't know. We found a neat thing,
Neat thing.
and we will stay up here where it is peaceful and keep an eye out for things
Okay.
and enjoy the fuzzies.
As you are at the top of the tree and keeping an eye out for things, make me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Far off in the distance, you think you see a shape moving in the distance. It's a little foggy this morning. You can kind of make out a shape, a big dark shape. And it appears to be approaching from the west.
Pew. They did say that the corpses were coming this way, but this makes Pew nervous, so she's gonna start dropping things down the tree until someone notices and keep an eye on what's coming.
What's the directional for the map? Is it northeast, southwest, or is it actually turned and stuff?
You guys came from over here, but it's because you got rerouted trying to deal with revs. That is, in fact, east, west, north, south. It's proper.
Okay, so they're coming from behind.
Yeah.
I do like that sound.
Occasionally, a fruit will come down, a stick will fall in the living room.
As Pew is nervous and not taking the eyes off, but we're just until someone notices we're making a mess.
Is the ceiling falling? What's happening?
There's like a climbing hole up to the top of the tree, like in the middle. So she's just sort of dropping things down it. If you remember from the first description, like if you have climbing claws, you can just climb the inside up to the little hole to the top.
Looking up.
Pew's tail is twitching.
Somebody appears to be up there, throwing things down. I hope they're having fun. How are you two this morning? Did you want to say anything?
Did Bojo want to
Just surround her.
I'm nervous.
I wanted to talk with Beck, but
All right then.
Yeah.
I suppose I will go wait outside. Supposed
Oh
to be
no,
arriving
Doro's
soon.
going through it.
I,
Uh,
as she leaves, he calls out that he has something he does want to talk with Daoro about concerning the what happened last night, but he'll let her take some time while he works with Bojo.
She will nod.
how are you doing, Beck?
Better? Feeling better, rested, not confused, and you know.
I see. Listen, I've been thinking about like your when we met, there were like other giddens with you, and I recognized one of them. Like, so I was just curious, like, what just happened during your travel?
Oh, on the way here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are a Gidon. Cup just said I couldn't tell any other common, so, we did, and it was the reason that I would like the opportunity to come back to investigate this group of Gidon further, considering they have, something old.
Old? Like
he doesn't know what else to say.
like the old Gideon or what?
Old for common, actually. They have something of common nature within their
Oh,
camp.
Bojo is like very confused. So the old common that he lives with them.
Not a
Couple
old
come hopping away.
not a old common Bojo. I'm sorry. I should have been more clear about the explanation. They have old common tech with some of our history inside of it.
They
but
think I'm a god. Yep, yes. Cup is a big god, a very powerful one.
Now I'm even more confused.
Don't worry about that side of things. Just that I would like to establish diplomatic relations in the case that I could probably offer a trade of some kind for whatever is in the text, seeing as they worship the item. Very importantly, I did not want to cause any issues, and actually would like to help them find ways to sustain themselves, though I know Gidon have their own ways of doing things.
Also, Beck is just a pet, and that's how they know him, and they know that I'm a god, and so they probably won't help him.
Oh,
That's
Bojo is completely lost. So,
guys.
okay. The thing is, Matt, like our part of the group, met one of the Gidons, but we were like a bit worried because there was like a pile of blood and stuff, and it's a long story, but we met one of the Gidons there, so at least it's great that they've met you like with open hands.
I don't know if they like me anymore though, considering what happened. So yeah. It's just I need the items that they have, but I don't want them to think I'm taking it from them, by force. I'd rather them be willing to trade in that exchange. So it's just he kind of shrugs. He doesn't know what to do about it. He's like, well, I almost died on the way over here, and I thought I was going to die by the Gidon because there were a ton of them. So, yes.
Yes, lots of them, and they all think I'm a god.
I don't think they do.
They do, they said so. I'm the Moonflyer.
Ooh.
Click, 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 click.
Roger is like in the loading stage, like processing.
Cup will scratch her ear with her foot.
uh, okay, I guess. Well, I think. Okay. Well, good to know that there's Gideon tribe over here.
Yes, I would rather no common stumble across them and try to harm them outright, of course. I'd like to set up
Yes.
a sanctuary of sort in the area, but I don't want other common knowing, so he kind of shrugs.
I understand. But I'm actually like, maybe I can travel there, but not right now, but like later, someday. Once we're done with all these tournaments and like the funerals and all this weird stuff that was going on with us.
Yes, I am planning to stop by them on our way back, but considering he looks up to those two talking with each other, no other common are allowed to know about them.
Oh, I see.
I'd rather not have a fight about it.
Yeah. As I know, the Gideons are not particularly friendly towards like everyone.
Yes. But I am willing to trade for whatever knowledge that they have, because considering a lot of the documents predate the Meganis attack.
Oh,
Our history, I would like to collect at least some semblance of it to what it used to be. But I wouldn't want to damage or harm any of them in the process to get that. That is not my goal.
They were also very adamant about no take. Only
Yes.
give. Beck wants
I
to
see.
take. Beck wants to take so badly.
You see him, he like puts his fist up and shakes them. He's like, I was so close. But I can't. It is theirs. They requested that of me. I just need to find a way to let them allow me to. That is all. One day. Soon, hopefully.
one day. If you plan to go there, I'll gladly help you. Just as you help me with my hands.
You see Beck actually smile at that, and he gives you a nod, though he doesn't know how he's gonna get to Gidon to there without alerting the others. He's just like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know if Cup will be happy having to take Bojo's Kirakadon back.
I mean, I showed them the thumbs up. Thought they were like okay with me.
We can plan out the kinks to the plan later, of course. But I would appreciate your insight on the matter.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll be going outside, help maybe patrolling the area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. And Pew slowly, skitter critter, slowly walks down inside. It's like, Doro! And she's keeping her eyes.
She's looking up. Hello?
And she's breathing. There's a big shadow on the way.
Oh, that might be them. Are you worried about it?
Yeah. And overstimulated, she scares back up the tree.
Shrimp's gonna follow you up the tree.
The Oro will put her face in her hand and shake as she goes down the tree. To lean against this wall and stare into the distance, not flopping around like I have done. Yes, good.
The good calm energy of the common row.
Yes.
I'm big enough. I'll just step on anything that happens.
Yes.
I'm just over here going to get eaten.
I thought she was half-breed.
She is.
But she has like some good row temperament about it.
Much like myself, when I'm in the US, I'm that Brazilian guy. And when I'm in Brazil, I'm that American guy.
Wow. I'm gonna be knocking out.
Ooh, back in Peru. Oh no, Peru's
yeah.
just left.
I'll talk to you in a second. It sounds like somebody's at my front door.
Puru walks
yeah,
up
I'm gonna go.
and fades into the woodwork.
He just disappears. He's like, oh, I thought I heard something.
But,
Well, perfect time to go talk to Daoro then.
Oh, good.
What is Akogi up to?
Waiting.
Wait.
She's waiting for Beck. And Beck keeps getting stopped by everyone. He's like, I just need to apologize to Daoro, please.
She'll see you walk up, and she'll nod in your direction.
Okay, well, first things first. He's gonna give her a little bow, and he's like, my apologies for acting the way I did in your home. Considering the events of everything, there's no excuse for my emotional display.
No, I think you don't have to do all that. I appreciate the apology. I think we're all emotional. I get the feeling that you were at least somewhat well acquainted with my father, and I know he liked you, so I understand that this is a difficult time.
As she says that, Beck's arms kind of like, they were at his side, and he straightens up as she acknowledges his apology. And as she says that about Peta, his arms kind of come up and hug his own chest in a more of a self-soothing gesture than anything.
Mm-hmm.
You god damn it, you. He is going to nod and kind of just clear his throat with well, yes, but the main point of me being here, as well as the party, is in your support and for anything we can do to help you with that.
I appreciate it. I do. The lot of you being here actually means quite a lot to me. I don't think that by myself I would have been able to give him the send-off that he deserves. Or feed the tree near as much as this group will be able to, I imagine.
Damn it. God, you see Beck, he turns for 1 second and just like shakes his fist lightly at the snow. Not any real reason why, and then before turning back, like he just recomposes himself.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm as good as I can be after losing a friend.
Yeah. She'll sigh very, very long and very slowly.
Damn it. He doesn't really want to, but he's seen a Kogi do this for people, and he thinks that's the thing that helps. He's gonna like gently put a hand on her shoulder. Not sure what it does. Not sure if it's helpful or not, but a Kogi does it, so he's just gonna give her a nod. We'll do whatever you need. Support you, however we can. Oh man, this is rough. And he's gonna like remove his hand, and he's just gonna like put his hands on his hips and kind of kick at the snow.
Oh my god, he's being adorable.
Oh
Adorable.
no, inadvertent flirting yet again.
No,
Once again, poor Akogi.
Thank you,
Hold up.
Beck. You know, there's a lot going on, but it will be fine. And she'll put her hand on your shoulder,
No.
And like with a full attempt of reassuring, say, "You're a good man, Beck." And then be like super awkward as she goes completely rigid and then takes her hand back and stares into the distance.
Beck just seems like gobsmacked. He's just like, there's a long pause of silence between them because he's not sure what to do. She's not sure what to do. He's just like,
They're looking in each other's eyes.
They are not. They are looking
Kiryu is
anywhere at
watching.
each other. No, anywhere at each other. I appreciate that. Maybe you could tell Bajeo that next time you see him, because he seems to give me a lot of advice that I don't understand. It maybe your opinion and words will make him be nicer to me. Of course, I mean, it doesn't matter right now.
I guess
if you need anything, let me know.
Okay.
He's gonna just back away. Is she gonna say anything, or is she like?
No, you're backing away, and she's like, okay. Great talk, Taoro, and he's gonna run over to a Kogi. Yeah. Then she'll continue to stare into the distance where Pyu pointed.
God damn it.
In the soft glow of the
Stare.
Vex glider.
Bro, wait, can I insight?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, what did I get from that interaction?
Alright.
The vibes.
The vibe was you asked her to maybe say nice things about you to your grandfather. And she's like a little weirded out by it, but she kind of thinks it's adorable.
God damn it! I'm trying flirting with everyone. That's not what I wanted. Oh, fuck! Why does this keep happening?
I don't know why does it keep happening.
It's called Tism, Riz. Live for it.
What is that? What is that?
Beck needs comment to comment translator now.
He's got positive charisma, I guess I'll give him that.
Oh, hi,
So
you two.
Do you two want to have a little scene before I walk up?
No, you probably should. You have to leave sooner than we do, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, your
saying
D&D's
soon.
coming up,
We should
so.
be ending soon, so this is gonna be like the
I
last
can-
exchange, whatever it is.
I could say I'll be a few minutes late. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
then you should go.
You should probably go first then.
Beck, we really should talk and all this and that.
That's just like he runs to a Kogi and it's like a really embarrassed run away from Daor in the conversation. Like he didn't want to, but he didn't know how to continue it. And then when Peru comes, it's just like his demeanor changes and he looks at Peru like the man has just ruined his day.
Look, I've noticed some things. We've kind of been on edge with each other. So I'm just going to come out with it. Are you in love with me?
Kogi's mouth just drops open, and she looks at Beck, and she looks at Peru.
Beck, in a very uncharacteristic way, looks Peru up and down, and with the most almost offended voice that you've ever heard come out of this man. You may look nice, but your personality? No, absolutely not.
He just fucking goes into a laughing fit. It was a good joke, though, right?
Like his face, his expression has not changed. If anything, it has gotten more of a scowl.
Kogi
Okay.
smiles. Oh, that was a joke?
Yes, it was a joke.
That was a joke.
Okay. See, that's the thing. And that's what I wanted to bring up. most of the time, you can't tell whether I'm making a joke or if I'm being just serious and trying to offend you or something.
Beck puts up a hand when you say that, and he's like, Peru, jokes are supposed to be funny. People are supposed to laugh at them. Your jokes are insults. It makes people uncomfortable. People don't like engaging with you.
Are you sure this is not just only yours? I've made plenty of people laugh at my jokes, and I have not insulted everybody.
He just
Sure, we've had bad
Poland.
interactions. Yes, I admit we've had bad interactions with each other, and I believe that's because we come from two different viewpoints. You a noble, me a commoner? Yeah, commoner. I am not trying to intentionally offend you all the time, or trying to make you upset, Beck. I will admit I do push your buttons from time to time, but I do it in a playful manner and don't mean any disrespect. On other occasions, I do it on purpose to test. And what I mean by that is, Beck, I've seen you, as you stated yourself, you rather stay in your home with your technology and such, and do all this research and not interact with people. But this, you can't just do that. You're going to interact with people. So I've been, I will admit, been pushing your buttons to see how you do react on occasion.
Is this supposed to make me like you or something? Like, I don't
No, I'm not saying
understand
we don't need
what
to
this
like each other.
conversation is. I already understand this, and I hate you, Peru. I want you to know that. I
That's fine.
despise you terribly.
That may be a bit too much, but I'm just, the reason I bring it up is so we can come to an understanding and understand them. Because it seems like this is kind of affecting everybody.
I think if you just stay away from me, stop talking to me, don't even look at me, things will be fine. Talk to Akogi, talk to Bojo. They'll help you. Just do not talk to me.
If I may interject, since I'm here, don't you think there's slightly more of a middle ground you could come to, Beck? Puru has made a really great step towards balancing things out by coming to apologize.
It's an apology? Is that what that is?
Yes, I thought it was, but maybe I misunderstood because I also didn't get the joke.
I'm at least trying to come to an understanding, which I guess
I've already come to my understanding, Peru, and that is that I will never be able to have a proper conversation with the likes of you. We are two vastly different common, and I understand now there is no reasoning, no conversations, no debates, so I am willing to let it lie and be on with my life as this progresses. As soon as the tournament is over, I want nothing more to do with you.
Oh, but is that middle ground for the tournament then?
I am here to help you win, as was Peyta's final wish of me. I will see it through, and that is all.
Is that acceptable to you, Peru?
fine if that's how you want to see it. I mean, all I've done from day one, besides the little button pushings, is I've only just tried to include you in everything, Beck.
Is that how you see it, Peru?
Yes, to join
that how
us
you
in
see
a fun
including-
game of Common Ball to enjoy the tournament. But you keep wanting to hide yourself away. Originally, I did just want to try to keep you included. But you kept pushing us away, and now it's... this? At first, I tried to form a good bond with you, but you just kept pushing me away.
By making me uncomfortable, nailing me in the face with the common ball, making fun of me every time I tried anything, and harassing me about my life choices. Great. Perfect. I feel so included, Peru.
Yes, you only look at all the negative things.
Paori from the top line will say, he's just saying he likes you like a boy.
Beck looks confused.
What is she saying is I consider you a friend and I try to keep you, like, included in things we do.
So, you're not friends with Puyu or Kogi because I didn't see you doing anything like that towards them.
Well, I'm friends with... Okay. Now, the big difference there
We were
is...
playing Common Ball.
Yes. But the big thing there is, you're a rogue. You can handle more. Puyu is a hot... Okay, it just left my brain.
So,
That's right.
A common
She short
hot.
circuits as you're just.
Oh,
Oh, it sounded like you just said Puyu is a hot, and Puyu
No,
was
I-
just like,
I-
what?
My brain was like, wait, what's the word?
She's
Shit.
right. You're kind of.
What?
Not is the right term.
She's a common ha. She's tiny. Ekogi, I already know Ekogi. I've already gone through this when we were on a mission by a noble like a month or two ago. So like I'm already good friends with Ekogi. But you are new and you're a rogue. You can handle more than you think you can. I'm giving you the rogue experience that apparently you have not had.
because I chose not to, Peru. I chose to not do that. Poor Ted's in the trouble just
He just keeps leaving. Nope, don't need to be a part of this.
I did not want that lifestyle, and that was my choice.
Do we need to as she lays down and like has her hands peeking out from the railing, like do we need to friend circle and feel each other's thinking?
What?
You're
No.
talking a lot
What?
and you're not hearing each other.
I don't want to hear him. That's the point.
Oh,
So, unlike me, who's trying to understand you, you're not willing to try to understand him.
Just squints at Peru. I've tried, Peru. I've tried, and I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of fighting with you. I'm tired of doing this thing where you try to make jokes at my expense, and it's funny, haha, and everyone's laughing, apparently, except for me.
Ori will sit on the ledge and lean her legs off the edge.
It's the
You know-
gossip, the drama.
You know,
I mean,
you two probably need to be in a room and work things out. Probably. Or come to fists or whatever Ro do. But what I sincerely think is you probably need a mediator of some kind. It shouldn't be me, obviously. I'm with Puru, and so my opinion would be seen as taking sides. But you should find someone that you both trust. Because you're going to tear each other apart.
yeah, that's fair. Alright,
I think
Bodo.
it should be
imagine
Bojo.
somebody's just like, you're gonna tear each other apart, and you're like, okay, yeah, kinda. That casual, like, yeah, I'd rip him limb from limb.
Yeah, you
What
see
does
his,
it become?
his gauntlets flex. Like, Beck really wants to punch this man. Like, yeah, you're right.
Would a good punch help you cool
No.
off, Beck?
No, that's why I chose not to be. Okay, calm down. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're here to support a funeral. This has no impact on anything at all. Let's just continue with our task at hand.
I agree.
Would a handshake be better than a punch?
No.
I think this should be postponed until after the funeral. I feel the funeral will be rather cathartic, don't you? Well, you both clearly have a lot of pent-up aggression. What's better than a common funeral for that?
Wait. Ah, shit, that's right. I have to kill a bunch of red dons again.
Oh no.
Yeah, Beck, you should know this funeral is gonna stir up the wildlife. You better be prepared.
God damn it.
I was gonna tell you about that, Beck, but we got interrupted.
You just see him. He's just going to lay down on his back and start burying himself in the snow like it's his grave. Like he's just going to lay there.
Well,
Peru kicks him over to the roots.
thank you for trying, Peru. Come back and try again later when Beck is in a better mood. Okay?
Yeah, I will try. Also, here, this is Beck in Integrated.
It is. That is, but that is what you see him doing. He is just slowly burying himself in snow,
Oh, Beck.
laying on his back. He's just tired of it. Tired of it all.
Well, good. As you start getting to the end of this conversation, you will see over the horizon as the large dark shape that Piryu had seen approaching finally arrives.
I gotta sit up.
As this massive plate shell
Oh!
comes riding over the horizon, we will see what it bears next time.
Yay!
As that is where we will end this session.
Oh no.
That was good.
That was good.
Sorry, I didn't get the chance to tell you anything about the rituals, Beck. I guess you'll just have to learn on your feet.
Bro, it's so funny. It's just the dodgeball situation all over again. Where you're
It
like,
really is.
what's gonna happen? It's like, oh yeah, the wildlife is coming. He's like, why?
Beck's like a cultural exchange student in his own culture.
His own culture.
He is. Oh my god.
Yeah, we need common to common translator.
Yeah. Boy
and I'm
needs
just-
to
I'm-
sit down with an encyclopedia one of these days. Just like, computer,
That-
define pizza.
That's how we'll solve our issues. Is we'll lock ourselves in a room with an encyclopedia. All right, Beck, this is common culture, and then there's Beck just screaming.
Read!
You hold the dictionary in his face and he just decks you and tackles you. Like, that's what it's gonna be. Like, he's getting so close to getting physical. Like, he is looking at you, like, before he fought Laborikai. Like, just before he lost his shit and was ready to fight. So...
Yeah, maybe that's
Oh, well.
maybe that's what we need. It's like you have a lot of
Yeah.
pent up aggression. I mean, Peru's just been
Like
very
you're looking
casual
at him
about that.
wanting to get physical? Like, go inside, work it out,
I think
have
That
fun.
is the last
That is
thing Beck
where-
wants to do.
we'll end the recording, but I want to say I think that a lot of the conversations had this session. I know it was a big downtime
It was
session.
so
And
good.
there was a lot of conversing. I think a lot of them were really, really good, and it's cool to get to air out character opinions and directions like that. You know, I like this story. I love running for you guys. You guys are fantastic.
And getting
Yeah.
Bojo caught up on what happened with oh
Yeah,
God, what was the other guy's name? No,
I don't know.
Popo.
We'll
Popo.
find out about
Popo.
Popo the
Popo.
Hunter next time on Duty and Diversion. Catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
I